I mean, Victor Wembanyama has done his part. Obviously, he's going to want to win this Game 7. He'll be devastated if they don't. But his season is a magnificent success. I mean, that's not even beginning to tell the story. For SGA, feels like there is a lot of heat on the MVP to play big tomorrow night.
I feel like it's a legacy moment for SGA in a Game 7 tomorrow night, mostly because he's been getting strapped up in this series. He's shooting 36% from the mid-range. He's shooting 26% from the three-point line. This guy that averaged shot over 50% during the regular season and close to 40% from the three-point line during the regular season. And we keep having these discussions about where he fits in amongst the pantheon of the greats, players that have been back-to-back MVPs, back-to-back world champions. And we start comparing him to the likes of Michael Jordan and Kobe. One of the things you're seeing with the way this game is going to be officiated, Greeny, if they call fouls on SGA, if you blow on him and he has 17 free throw attempts, OKC wins the game. But if they call it last night straight up, chances are Spurs are going to win the games because he had 3 free throw attempts last night.
And let me see, Cindy, can we put up 824 as Vinny jumps in here? SGA now 4 straight games in which he has shot no better than 40%. It's the first time that has happened with him. First 4-game streak of that sort since the 21-22 season. That includes the regular season. He never goes 4 straight games not shooting. So San Antonio has found something defensively.
Yeah, they have the bodies that they can put in front of him with length, and he's seeing the length. He's only shooting 38% from the field this series. He's an efficient ball player, and I think the one game where he had a Shea game was Game 2, a must-win at home, down 1-0. I don't worry about efficiency in a Game 7. Game 7s are rock fights. Like, very rarely do you get the Charles Barkley 40-20 game that he gave Phoenix in 1993. He has to drag this team. That team last night, I don't know about you guys, I don't know about Wendy, that team didn't look like they wanted to be there. Like, you can say cool, calm, and collected. They looked lethargic last night. And they're now being pushed to a point by a team that was built to beat them. And when that case happens, your best player has to live up to his MVP billing. You don't have to be efficient, but you've got to drag out even if it's an 8 of 24 Kobe Bryant-like performance from the finals where everybody's tired, but you win the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has to win the game Saturday night.
Wendy.
He's in hell. He's in absolute hell. This is Stefan Castle, Victor Wembanyama hell. He's got one guy up in his jersey, one guy behind him. When Castle tires or they get him off him, they've got other tremendously strong wings to put on him. He does not have his normal supporting cast. I don't know what the Thunder are going to do about Jalen Williams. They brought him back last night off the hamstring injury. They brought him off the bench. He looked terrible. He played 10 minutes. He took 1 shot. He was minus 18. He was dragging that leg. He was only jumping off his right leg. I don't know what you're going to do about that. He's in hell. Now, one thing I will say, I don't know for sure, and nobody will know for sure until tomorrow, but this looks like the NBA has lined it up for Scott Foster to be the lead official. Foster was in the rotation. He wasn't the lead official last night. I expect we're going to see Scott Foster as the lead official tomorrow night. I could be wrong, but I suspect it. And Foster is a guy who we know takes control of games. I wish that officiating wasn't going to be the centerpiece here. And this is not just about whether Shai gets calls or not. It's a lot more nuanced than that. But when Shai can get to the line a little bit, it's a bit of a weapon. He didn't have that weapon last night. That could be how the game is officiated could play a major role tomorrow.
Game 5, he had 32 points. He had 17 free throw attempts. So you look at the data and you're like, oh, 32 points. So you look at how many times he went to the free throw line. That's what offsets the poor free throw shooting number, the poor shooting numbers from the field. So once again, like if Scott Foster allows them to play, this has a chance where the Spurs could be in the World Championship. If they're calling touch fouls, tic-tac fouls, then that's where OKC can get to the World Championship.
So Joe Fortenbaugh will give us some gambling perspective, but just your take overall on what we're seeing now headed to a Game 7.
Ping pong back and forth. First of all, it's been nothing but blowouts. Nothing but blowouts. So Game 7 as a tight matchup would be nice. To your point on the free throws, only 12 last night from Oklahoma City, 12. 95 games played this year. They've only had 5 with fewer. You kind of suspected moving to San Antonio after the Spurs had so few free throw attempts in Game 5 that would switch. Now I wonder if it ping-pongs back. Keep it in mind.
So, again, you made the mention of it already. Game 7s tend to not be artistic masterpieces.
Nope.
It's just everyone trying to survive. And, by the way, home court, can I see A26, Cindy? Home court advantage since 2017, home teams are under 500 in Game 7s. This does not include the bubble because obviously there were no real home teams. So look at those numbers. And I don't know, this might just be a fluke. It might be the way the league has changed. Well, look, before 2017, home teams were 101 and 25. Since that time, they're under 500. You look like you're